Okay, so we're plugged in. We shouldn't die. But I want to come back on because the day the day was so accurate to the reading this morning. Okay. It was so accurate to the reading this morning that I had to go back and listen to my reading twice just to recenter, just to ground myself in today. Okay. The desperate energy of today was so desperate. It was like capital D, exclamation, all caps, desperate, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Okay. Desperate for what? Desperate to aggravate. Okay. These people have like grown up around me. Okay. The people that they're gathering are like getting this information from people who have grown up around me, right? They know the buttons. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. This is how you piss Tori off. Do, 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 do. Right? So I really just had to stay centered, right? It took like everything in me just to be like, I recognize what you're doing. I'm not going to say anything. And we're back. You know? Right? And that takes like a certain, like, the temperament is like, it was hard. It was hard. It was hard. Okay. So it's like, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. So I had to remember what the challenge was, right? Not to react. And I was at first a little bit, right? I was a little bit. It's like, I don't see you asking these intrusive questions to anybody else. So it's like, I don't know what your problem is. Okay. I don't know what about me, what about my energy makes you feel like the fucking gloves are off, sort of thing. But in the most respectful way, I was like, I've never seen you ask these intrusive questions to anybody else but me. And then they're like, well, they're defending themselves, right? Defensive mode. Whatever their reaction was like, yeah, I do. Just not in front of everybody else. It's just one-on-one like we are right now. And then I'm like, oh, okay, so I've just never been a witness to it then. Like if you're saying it, well then I guess that's what you're saying, right? I just simply know it's not true because what I'm saying is what's true to me, right? So my reaction to that is, okay, well, next time I feel this intrusive question, I'm just not going to answer anymore, right? I'm just not going to answer. I don't have anything to prove to you, right? Like sort of thing. But I was like, next time I recognize those, I'm just not going to answer. And then they're like instantly offended, right? So the comeback to that was, okay, well, I just won't ask you anything anymore then. And then I said, okay, thank you. I really appreciate that. I genuinely appreciate that. I'm just really about living in the present moment nowadays, okay? And not bringing up the past and getting aggravated about past questions that really don't matter, if you get me, okay? And if you didn't know, now you know. Let's move on. Right? So like really bringing it to a calm manner, but making their underlining the intent, okay, the implication of what they're stating, okay, their intrusiveness, right? I literally, and like it was just to aggravate me, and it was just to get me to focus on the past, and it was getting me to what the fuck ever they were trying to do, right? But it was super desperate. I had to like take that energy, break it down in front of them, and just be like, I know your game, right? I literally got called a cunt twice today, right? Just for like, here, let me see. Let me show you. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, got called a cunt twice today. For speaking the truth on what was being spoken to me. Oh my gosh, it was so desperate to aggravate, right? It was like, it was giving going down swinging. It was giving my gloves are off. And then someone was also like, someone said like, I like pointed out what they were like implying, right? I pointed out what someone was implying by saying something to me today, okay? And it was something about what my message is, like what I do for work, right? And they were implying that, I'm not even going to go into it. It was just stupid. People just really don't want me to go further down my field, okay? And that's what it was. And that's why going back and listening to my message really just showed me that it's okay if nobody is there in my corner, okay, because God is. and that's all I need is me and God, okay? And then I also heard on a movie, it's an information economy. It's an information economy, okay? Said this devilish energy on a movie. Someone in Devil Energy said it's an information economy. Okay, so when you have nothing to hide, when you live in honesty, okay, that's a part of who you are, it really aggravates these people because they have nothing to blackmail you with. You have no skeletons that you haven't already faced and shone a light on, that have already, like, it doesn't do anything to you, right? It doesn't aggravate you. It doesn't make you feel some sort of way, right? It doesn't put you in your feelings, okay? It doesn't, they have nothing, okay? And that makes these people even more mad. Like, how dare you be able to face your demons and make them your bitch, right? They feel like, and they feel like they got nothing, right? They got nothing. They got nothing to hold against you. They got nothing to, no ammunition, right? And then if they were like, turn around and look at their skeletons, they're still fucking, you know, running from those fucking guys, right? Still fucking running. Whether it be like an old sex partner or a literal fucking skeleton, right? Like they got something. They got something that they don't want anybody to know. Okay, they got something that's dangling in the background over their head. When you face that, it dissipates, okay? It's no longer ammunition. So then they get even more mad. We better stop this person before they teach this to other people. It's so sick. It's so toxic. It's so toxic. And then that just goes to show like how much privacy has been like obliterated, right? There's no such thing. There's no such thing as privacy. And like, I get that everybody needs to be kind of watched, kind of like what they search up on the internet. What if they're like a potential terrorist to the country, right? They're like a terror, right? They're a menace to society. They're like a nuisance. They're like a shit disturber, evil, toxic, whatever, right? I understand that sometimes everybody does need to be watched in a sense, but it's being taken to a totally different level where people's rights are being violated, like human fucking rights, okay? And that's like where it's like, no, it's not right to watch people anymore. Like, this person's not even fucking doing anything, and you're watching them harder than you should be watching this person who's like really fucked, right? Really cheating the system, really fucking has some mental shit in their upstairs, right? Really a potential like attacker, right? I'm hearing hacker. There's like hacking has gotten to an all-time high. Okay, and then I was talking about Mulan the other day, and it's like movies are getting altered. Like, there's like an alternate ending now. Because in Mulan, when I watched it back when I was a child, I have a really good memory, okay? When I watched Mulan as a child, the emperor came back to Mulan's house and showed the parents, showed the family that Mulan had brought honor to their name. Okay? He made like, what the fuck is it called? He made it like a priority of his that he was to go to the family and just be like, thank you so much. I put all this honor onto your family for what your daughter has done. You know what I mean? Just like a respect thing. To take that time, that effort, right? To be like, thank you. Like, you are honorable. Okay? And people will know. Okay? They took that part of the movie out. Okay, and they've done this to plenty of movies where, like, they took certain parts out, okay, in order to, like, downplay, say, a race, say a gender, say whatever the fuck it is, but, like, they've backtracked through movies that gave people some sort of empowerment and took parts out of the movies. I'm also getting, like, some people, they'll go to edit their videos. They'll go to edit their videos, like, on their phone or on their computer, on their whatever. I'm getting hard drive, on whatever, security systems, okay? And through the editing, literal chunks out of these videos will just vanish. They're gone. This was a really intense part of the reading. Let me fucking take this part out. I need to take this part out because this part is like the cherry on top. Just some downloads. But yeah, I just like felt like I needed to come on because the desperate of today was like, I had to nap it off. I had to go lay down for an hour and just knock out for a minute. Right? It was so crazy. It was so crazy. It was so crazy. Through text messages, through like I said, I got called a cunt twice today. They're trying to manipulate your optimism when it comes to how you present yourself in your work, your happiness. Okay, manipulate your optimism. People are like trying to leave you voicemails of like the whispers. Remember the whispers I was talking about today? They're trying to like incant something into voicemails, okay? So like if you have a voicemail, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I don't even know how you go about not checking your voicemail, right? I don't know. I don't get many callers. Okay, so it's like, oh, it's like you'll be able to know it because you're wise. You'll be able to know the underlining resentment, okay? You'll be able to read between the lines and know what this person's implying, okay? And decode it. I was literally decoding something in front of my parents' face today, letting them know that I knew that they were implying that what I do for work is phony. Okay. And then when like they like clapped back with like, you're putting words in my mouth, I'm like, no, I'm just saying exactly what you said and reading between the lines with the information that you gave me. Don't insult my intelligence. I know what I'm talking about. Nothing to say. They changed the subject. They changed the subject. Okay, so it's like they just really want to plant seeds of doubt in order to manipulate your optimism when it comes to what you do. Okay, but if it's your purpose, you'll just stand for it. Okay, you'll just stand on it. I was like, what I do for work has saved my life on multiple occasions. Multiple occasions on the past 4 years. No thanks to anybody else. Change the topic. Let's move on. Yeah. Fear. Behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. Justice. Someone could be fighting with a lawyer. Or they're like, you need to get them aggravated so that you can get it on tape, so that you can You need to do this. Like, secretly do this. That's the only way to create the tower. Like, this tower is coming down anyways. We need something. That's not going to work. We need something. Desperate. It's like day and night. Day and night. Behind the scenes, manipulating finances. Behind the scenes, manipulating a will, a trust. Behind the scenes, manipulating opportunities. Behind the scenes, creating opportunities to manipulate. A relationship or lack thereof. Someone's nickname's TT. TT? Yeah, I don't know. They gathered to manipulate finances. They celebrated this. They celebrated this. They celebrated a union. This could be like a marriage. We gather here today to have a fake marriage in order to manipulate finances. Behind the scenes, we gather here today. That's funny. That's funny. Someone's like, ah. Now what? Nothing. Now nothing. Okay, now you wait. Now you wait. Okay. God's like, waiting. So there's so many people that have wished death upon someone who's a healer, someone whose like purpose is like, they're in it. I mean, in it to win it. Somebody's in their purpose and they've wished death upon this person. Many men. They've wished death upon this person so many times that like people are nervous, people are fearful, God's waiting like anytime now. Well, hello, my son. Right? Well, hello, my daughter. Let me show you a clip real quick. Damn. And then you get shown like this fucking like quick film of the choices you made in life. and the strength of another. Where you will then realize, right, that it's bigger than you and it's bigger than me. The grand scheme of things. Ooh. Waiting, waiting, waiting. To send someone in, this excitement that they need to be in, the moral compass they need to have, like getting someone amped up, pumped up, just to get blocked. Damn. In order to have these ships come in. It's like SMH, right? Shake my head. Face palm. Face palm. It's like denied. Ooh, someone could have been excited to have someone's ships come in, okay? And they're like, I'm sorry, I can't give you that transaction. I'm sorry, I can't give you that transaction. But they already made the move. It's like, smile, you're on camera. And now they're like, look at this person's face. Aw. Aw. Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. You know that I heard fuck, 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 fuck on the radio the other day? Like, what does fuck mean in French? Because it was a French radio. I have this random ass French radio on my radio right now. You know, because my car just does weird ass things. But I like landed on this French radio station and it was saying fuck, 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 fuck. Like that. So like, I wonder what fuck means in French, first off. If not, they were like, you know, quote unquote, something in English. Someone could be like talking about you, but making sure it's in a different language so that you don't understand what they're saying. So you don't understand that they're actually, in fact, talking about you. So weird. People are so weird. Like, the desperate is in the air, man. It's in the air, and it's clinging, and it's swinging, and it's icky. You know how like when someone's real fucking thirsty or real desperate, and you're just like, oof. I feel like I need to go take a shower. I feel like I need to go take a shower. I need to take a nap. I need to shake that off. I need to shake it off. I need to shake that off. Damn. And then you look back at it and you're like, oh my god. Like, you know, like fucking, you have to laugh it off. You have to laugh it off because it's so fucking weird. It's like, damn, I'm really grateful that I love myself, right? That I don't go outside of myself to have people react a certain way or to defeat people or knock somebody down because of some fucking reason that my like ego won't allow me to see. I'm trying to explain it in the best way, but it was like, yikes. Somebody could be testifying. I just saw the word testify. But I wanted to go back to something that sometimes I like look at a page, I'll go and I just turn to random pages every time, right? Like every time I read a herb, every time I read a Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, I'm literally like in that moment on camera doing a random ass page. So sometimes I'll open my work and I'll read the work of what I did on like an earlier day, right? An earlier time. So today I turned to this page, and sometimes I'll add things, right? Like I'll look at the page and I'll feel a feeling and I'll add to it out of like where I'm feeling in my heart, where I'm feeling inside. Okay, so I flip to this page. Okay, I flip to this page. The no weapon that is fashioned against me shall prosper, and I shall confute every tongue that rises against me in judgment. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their vindication from God. Isaiah 54:17. Okay, so this is the page that I like just randomly opened today, like I do. Okay, and I wrote thank you. Okay, I wrote thank you. After everything like that I've been just like a witness today, after doing the reading this morning and going over it and really understanding that this shit is like, it's not only happening for me but other people. Okay, this gaslighting, this like Mandela effect that they're trying to put upon people in order to get away with illegal shit that they've done to them, in order to like have them not empower themselves, the lengths that people will go to. Okay, and then the desperate energy to have it not come out, right? If you didn't want it to come out, why the fuck would you do it? Like, that's the things that I think, like, if I couldn't be accountable for this, I'm not going to do it. Like, that's a shitty thought, right? That's a shitty intention. I'm going to get bad karma for that. I literally wouldn't want people to know that I did that. Okay, I'm not going to do it, okay? And it's been a long time since I've even had a thought like that. Years, okay? Because I've questioned myself. I've asked myself those serious questions, like, what is my motive here? To the point where I don't even have those thoughts anymore, because I asked myself what my motive was every single fucking time I made a decision or had a thought or had an intent, right? It's like I check myself on the regular to the point where I don't really even have those thoughts anymore. So it's like, I don't know. I just don't have those desperate feelings myself. So when I encounter them, I'm like, ooh, that's icky. That feels icky. That feels icky, right? Like, what'd you do? What'd you do? Secondhand embarrassment. Okay, so then I added thank you, right? Like, thank you. Thank you to the Creator, okay? Because He is in my corner. Beings of light are in my corner, my spiritual team, right? I'm so grateful for our connection. I'm so grateful for our connection. By the grace of God, I'm living today, and I'm happy today, and I'm still full of love, right? I love you. I feel like the luckiest girl in the world. And that's just straight from the heart. I'll be right back. I'm drinking dandelion tea right now. I got a tea for everything, right? Like, even if I feel like I'm not really needing anything, sometimes I'll just drink a dandelion tea. That's like my go-to, right? Like, if I need a detox and energy, even like the energy of today, if I need to detox it, I'll be like, dandelion it is, right? Dandelion it is. Or if I'm just feeling like there's a tea for everything, there's a tea for that, there's a tea for this, there's a tea, there's a tea. Whew. Hard on the magic, right? And there's like a couple that's extremely jealous. Yeah, they're like doubling down on the magic, right? Going down swinging. Going down swinging, but like, you're so protected. Someone's like also trying to block communication, block your communication, block the way your messages come out, block the energy that you have, block who connects to you through your messages, who you connect to through your messages. But it's like you still choose this path. Like you've already climbed all the mountains. You've already passed all the tests. You already like know how to protect your energy when it comes to these people trying to get at you. Pull your heartstrings. Meaning pull at your heartstrings. Okay, you've already like recognized these people for who they are. And you're choosing different because you deserve better and you know this. You know, when you start to love self, there's certain energies that you just don't accept anymore, right? You like subconsciously, instantaneously reject it from your heart, from your mind. Like, no, that's not a match. Are you okay? Let me see. Come here. Yeah, when you pour into self, okay, you get really good at it. Okay, you get confident in it. Just instantaneously rejected. It's just rejected. Okay, and that just comes with more like practice, right? If people don't show you the respect that you show yourself, it's just like instantly categorized. Like anything you say, anything you do doesn't really affect me because I already know who you are. I already know who you are. You're that type. Oh, so you're that type. Okay. Protect my energy even more, right? Maybe I have to call it out to draw the line, to create a boundary. Like, you don't speak to me like that. High Priestess in the reverse. Very much a manipulator of energies. Like, this person will literally call you a cunt and then to their friends bitch about you why you're a cunt, but they won't say that they called you a fucking cunt. And the only reason they're doing that is because you're balanced and they want other people to think you're a cunt. But it just shows who they are, because you didn't do anything to like, you all you were doing was nothing. All you were doing was nothing, and they have nothing, so they're like, I don't know. It's like an underlining resentment, right? Burdened. Somebody was like trying to like shine in your light, burdened because you're laying something to rest, burdened because you're peaceful, and they were trying to like manipulate your energy. To have you unstable. It's like all the burdens that they're like trying to put on you, you just lay to rest right then and there. And that makes them even more unstable because they have something to prove, right? But you just continue to like be authentic and vindicate yourself and don't care what anybody says about you. Because honestly, it doesn't fucking matter. The end of a cycle. The end of these people trying to manipulate your energy. It's like they can't even. It doesn't even work. It doesn't even work. And this burdens them because they understand that you being in your power is going to uncover a lot of shit and have a lot of shit come to an end. It's like they're burdened because of the end of like some sort of smear campaign. It's like that's laid to rest. Point proven. Okay? One of the last readings I said it proved itself. There's nothing to prove here. Like I got nothing to prove to you. Like, who are you? Who are you to me? Okay, well, I don't care anyways. You know, like I don't care. This is justice that this person doesn't care, that they recognize you for who you are and what you are to their story, okay? And it's someone trying to create endings. It's someone trying to lay someone to rest with burdens, with instability, with slander, with endings in their life, and spiritual manipulation, mental manipulation, psychological manipulation, gaslighting, trying to instill fear, trying to instill burdens of the past, trying to literally end someone and their transformation. God's like, that's not going to happen. I know her heart. I know the purity of it. Okay? And I also know yours. And I also know yours. It's just what it is. Oh. What's up? What's up? You think that because this person cusses, it makes them any less of a lover? Fuck. fuck. Oh, shit. Karma. Karma for the manipulation. Like, this person still has a great destiny. If anything, you enhanced it because this person stayed true to themselves and they didn't retaliate against everything you did. And everyone you gathered and everything they did. Right? This person's still going to find a soulmate, a life partner. And you're probably going to be jealous of that too. Someone was trying to create slander here to end out a life partner or a soulmate, in order to have someone perceive someone else as unstable. This just allowed this person to go heal, right? To stay to self and heal and seek for truth. I'm getting like cut down the veil and see clearer. Okay? Like, if you would have known that having this person look a certain way would allow them to like hibernate and transform, you probably wouldn't have even done this. You probably would have just let this person be like they were in the past before you isolated them, cornered them, and allowed them, made them not look outside of themselves for anything. They couldn't depend on anything outside of themselves. This is how much you like disrupted this person's peace, made them look a certain way, like deprived them of resources. I gotta go, so I gotta end this out. Yeah, we all need to go to bed. It's been a long day. It's just a little bit annoying. The Fool. That's the appropriate response. Like, if you didn't feel like a fool, I would think that there's something wrong. It's just that you don't have the integrity to face it, which is like the sad thing. You just rather manipulate the story. Okay? To continue to cause burdens. And that's, I mean, that choice is on you, right? That's why God is like, waiting. Like, let me show you something real quick. Now let me show you this person's story as well. In order to like, so that you can get a bird's eye view, something that your pride and your ego didn't allow you to see before. Okay? And that's when you will get a good understanding, is after the ascension process. And that's just what it comes to sometimes. That's why like certain people that have passed over have said like, I didn't know. The other day I was like speaking to, like, in my dream, I was like interpreting messages from like a ghost, okay, to a man. A man's girlfriend passed away, and like I was sitting there interpreting what she was saying to this man. Okay? So I know like that is what it's going to, like, the path that I'm going on now. Like that's something that's going to be a part of my story. That's going to be something that I do. Okay? It's happened to me on multiple occasions. I dream about it a lot. Yeah, so like little glimpses of like who I'm to be gets exposed to me. And then that further, like, I just love what I do, and I'm never going to stop what I do. So I don't know what the point is. It's pointless. Okay? And like that's the power of being honest with yourself and really knowing what you're supposed to do, because anything that they come at you with, it's like, let me simplify it for you. Okay? You can come at me with this in a million different ways, and I'll always expose it for what it is, what the truth is to me, what makes me happy and why. Okay? Because I know the ins and out of it. So I don't even know. So crazy. Okay, I am gonna read a herb and then call it a night. Okay, we've done that one. Ooh, I don't know how to say this. Sarsaparilla. I'm just going to show you, okay? Because I know I'm not saying that right. Okay. Since it was brought to Europe from the New World by Spanish traders in the 1600s, there has been a mystique surrounding this controversial herb. Originally, sapricilla. I thought that was my phone, but it's my son's phone and he's upstairs. Sarsaparilla, ooh, damn, I don't even know, was used to treat syphilis. So somebody could have syphilis, but it soon became to be known as a tonic for male sexual potency. Some herbalists claim that its steroid-like compounds, saponin glycosides, actually contain the male hormones. This has never been proven, although these substances appear to stimulate the body's metabolic processes. Because it promotes urination and sweating, sarsaparilla has been touted as a blood purifier. Okay, and I've been getting like purifying the blood recently, and I was getting like muddy waters and then muddy blood. It's I don't know what they mean by that, but I was thinking blood infection. So this is a blood purifier by the old-time herbalists who believe that toxins are released through the bodily secretions. At the very least, these properties mean that the herb can be useful in cooling down the body or breaking a fever. So somebody could have a fever, needing to purify their blood, syphilis. Recently, this herb has been marked as a male herb that can increase muscle mass in much. Sometimes I like to combine words. The same way that steroids do. There's no evidence to back up this claim. At the turn of the century, the claims for this herb were no less grandiose. In fact, it was sold as a cure-all for nearly every malady known to men. Melody. Men and women, okay. For that matter, because of the lack of sound research. When it comes to fuck, I don't know that word, man. When it comes to this herb, I'm just gonna say, it's difficult to separate fact from fiction. All we know is that for centuries, different cultures have utilized this herb, often in surprisingly similar ways. Okay, so you do kind of know. For example, Europeans used it as an anti-inflammatory for rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis. Okay, so like bone arthritis. Osteo is bone, is it not? And also a treatment for urinary tract disorders. So did the Chinese. Native Americans also use this herb for urinary problems, arthritis, and rejuvenating tonic. In fact, until the 1950s, this herb was included in the U.S. pharmacopoeia and was recommended by the U.S. dispensatory for the treatment of secondary syphilis. Many people still use this herb as a tonic today. The possible benefits: good diuretic, induces sweating and urination, useful for urinary problems, relieves swelling and soreness of arthritis, may enhance physical performance. How to use it: take 1 capsule up to 3 times daily. Mix 2 to 30 drops of extract in liquid daily. For fevers, make sure the liquid is warm. Okay, good night, people. Try to remain happy, okay? If these people are being intrusive, you do have the right to ignore them, right? You have the right to ignore them. You don't have to address what they ask. Yeah. Good night.